Another thought. Give yourself permission to change. Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Kilby Life, bringing another Kilby Life video. Today I'm out walking, talking, and I got some new shoes, and I've walked about 50 feet with them, and they feel good. Happy birthday to me. I'm out walking quite a bit these days and doing some sprints. I usually run up this hill to get a nice warm up in, and there's another hill on my walk that I've been running up backwards to try to work on my knee and some of the stabilization of when you're going up and down steps. It actually has been pretty nice. There's a place that there's like a line that I could follow when I'm looking down so I don't die or run into something behind me. This is the moment that you go down and double check to see if you're still subscribed to the channel. I've had a bunch of people recently say, oh, I was subscribed to you forever, but now I'm not. I'm not sure if they're lying or not. So on my last video where I came out with the video saying I am still fat, I think a lot of people took me more seriously than I was. Like that I was wrestling more than I actually was. I was just, maybe I'm hard to read. I know I'm hard to read. I'm somewhat melancholy, I know that. I do struggle with confidence issues. But when I think through things, I try to see things from different angles and different sides. And it's not always easy to show that. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show how I'm thinking and how I'm wrestling through stuff. And my thinking is probably horrible. It's hard to know if you're thinking right. It's hard to even realize how you're thinking or pay attention to thinking or even to think. It's not that I think I'm fat. I mean, on that video, the thumbnail, I was laying up on a table in front of a green screen, sticking my stomach out as far as I can. So it's not that I think that I'm fat, but I do think that I'm fat sometimes. I still feel sometimes that I still feel fat, that I got weight to lose, and I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Okay. And I know I'm not the only one that wrestles with this. Some of you are like, yeah, I'm fat. If it jiggles, why lie? I did the bounce test, it jiggled, I'm fat. But what's gonna happen when you go on a carnivore diet? You lose all that weight, you're at a healthy weight, but you look at yourself in the mirror and still wonder if you're healthy or not. Or if some of that loose skin, or there's still some fat on your body, but it's like nominal, subcutaneous, and all the visceral's gone, all the dangerous stuff. What are you gonna do then? You're gonna wrestle with if you're fat or not. I mean, you're probably gonna have days where you're like just flying high and like, yeah, I've done so much work, I'm perfect just the way I am. And then other days, after a while, you're just going to be like, should I go harder? Should I go further? Part of me sharing my story is in hopes that you will learn from me, learn from my mistakes. Part of me sharing exactly how my brain is functioning during or thinking during these moments is in hopes that you will glean something from that, take something away from that, that it changes you from the inside out, and maybe you won't have to wrestle with something I wrestled through, or you'll have learned something that will help you pre-decide when you get there what you're going to do, how you're going to think. And these are all exercises also of health. I talk a lot about the health from weight loss and diet, but the weight loss diet has also helped my mental health. Some of it's getting off the carbs and the sugars. Some of it is just because I'm on a journey of discovery. Okay, well, here's the hill that I need to run backwards up. And if I put the camera down here, I'm gonna have to come back down, then go back up. All right, it's worth it. It's worth the views, man. Yeah, nice little HIIT workout. If I had to run backwards up following the line and not go to jail for drinking and driving, I'd be in jail right now. Thought I'd show myself running down the hill also, so you didn't think I just reversed something. I know it's only the middle of August, but before too long, I'm gonna be stuck in my garage again on that treadmill. Not looking forward to that. Let's take a minute. Man, I love the lighting here, but it's pretty much like I'm standing on the freeway with the sound. One of the things that I learned early on when I was quitting smoking and some of my addiction recovery is that I came to the realization that I was going to fail myself. If I was going to place me doing or not doing something on my behavior, even if I tried the hardest I could, there's a good chance I would still fail. There's a good chance I would still fall, not to mention being self-destructive and doing it without thinking about it. I knew that I was going to fail myself, so I didn't let that be an option by just saying, it doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm not gonna give in to this. I'm not gonna let myself sabotage myself. But then I also had to realize that I also couldn't put that same weight or burden on somebody else, because people were gonna fail me also, or people will always fail you. And I'm not looking at this like as a pessimistic way or a cynical way, but I'm looking at it at the reality that humans are flawed. And if you place that weight on somebody else, they're gonna fail you. You're gonna let them fail you. And that weight shouldn't be placed on them. The weight should always be placed on God. And I know a lot of people believe in different gods or don't believe in God at all. But for me, as a Christian man, I believe that Jesus died for my sins and raised from the dead, and I put all my hope in that. And He loves me and He never fails. So He's never gonna fail me. He's never gonna let me down. And if I ever feel like God is letting me down or failing me, my perspective is off. So I got some work to do when it comes to my thinking. That's how I found the most strength to do anything, because it gave me hope. The cool thing about the carnivore diet is it gave me hope with my health. I was losing control of my health, getting type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, depression, anxiety, just a loss of hope in my life. Going on the diet has helped me with those things. It has gave me new hope in my life. And I wrestle like you wrestle. I want to give up like you want to give up. But I also want to fight like you want to fight. And we're not that different. We're just in different places and different people, but we have the same God, in my opinion. We have the same God. Everyone's heard the sayings like, don't judge yourself against other people. Don't compare yourself with other people. It's impossible for a human not to. It just depends how far you take that thought process and make it destructive. One of the best things to do, which I've had people on here tell me, send me the emails, and I've seen other people say it, just judge yourself by who you were yesterday. Yesterday, for me, was crap, but I'm still proud of myself. It was crap because I sprung a hole in my cooling system in my truck on the way to work. Out at work, we filled up the truck and had to go unload it and then reload it, and then I popped 2 tires on the back of a giant moving truck. I still have to deal with that this morning, but I kept a good attitude the whole time. I've been through the gauntlet of stress before, and I was able to just do my work, keep calm, try to come up with good solutions to the problems, and I'm still working at it. So on one hand, it was stressful and crap. On the other hand, I was so proud of my decision making. I got off work, I was like, I'm gonna go into Costco, bought myself some shrimp, which is off diet for a Tuesday, and I ate some shrimp with some butter for dinner. Yep, pretty good decision making. It was delicious, and I ate so much that I was like, I think I'm full. I think I'm full. How can I be 1% better today? A simple way for me to do it is when I think something like negative, to think something positive. It's hard to notice yourself thinking negative a lot of times. So I don't really notice myself thinking negative, but I can feel myself thinking negative more than I can realize I'm thinking it. So if I feel less than, if I feel not like I belong on this planet, like I don't fit in, like I'm not valid, I know what that feels like. So when I feel that way, I'm going to try to address how I'm thinking. Then I'm hoping at that moment God will give me the words, His word, to speak back to myself. Like my favorite all-time favorite is, being tall is awesome. My all-time favorite is, I am a dearly loved child of God. Because I was born a bastard child. I was raised by a stepdad that left me and his kids, came back for the first Christmas and brought his sons a present, and I got nothing. I was a little brat, probably didn't deserve anything anyway, but I think through those things, and it has really affected me with insecurity. And I was going through this really dark time in my life, maybe 10 years ago. Just a lot of stress, a lot of pain, a lot of burnout, a lot of frustration. And I went on this little camping trip with my girls, and I was reading a book about the Holy Spirit, and I was one of those moments where I felt like God talked to me. It wasn't audible, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was so impressed in me that I was like, I'm a dearly loved child of God. And it was like the time that I heard it, but not only did I hear it, it like became part of me. It was so strong that like immediately I felt healed. I felt mentally healed and renewed and refreshed. Yeah, I'm looking for more of that in my life right now. It's kind of faded. I'm looking for a new word. It's okay to be dry and in the desert and have to go on a routine and just go with the flow for a little while. It's okay. You just never know what's in store for you around the corner. So be thankful for today, but try to be 1% better tomorrow. Find out what 1% can you knock off. And today, I'm going to continue a good attitude the best I can in difficult situations. I'm going to take time and stop and hug my kids when I see them. Tell them I love them. When I see my wife, I'm going to give her a kiss right here. Say, I love you and I'm proud of you. I should do that every day. And I try to. But today, that's my 1%. Maybe I'll find some other percent to fight back against also. I want to say thank you for everyone that joined our locals community. We got 2 supporters on there and more people starting to get in the conversation. But that's a good way for you to support our channel, the work I'm doing over here, trying to help people with their diet, with their faith, family problems, fitness. You're a fitness guy, Aaron? I'm working on it. I need to go lift some heavy weights right now. I upped all my heavy weights, so I'm benching 160, which on this machine, I don't know what that really is, but I'm not going below 160. I'm benching 160 till fail. I think I did 10 one rep, 12 another rep. Doing some lat works. I could do like 25, 30 lats at 160. So I'm feeling good. Doing more curls and stuff. Definitely feeling the strength to build. So yes, some fitness, but I'm learning and I'm teaching at the same time. But again, yeah, thank you for all the supporters. We got 2 on there right now. My goal is 1 supporter for every 1,000 subscribers we have. We went over 9,000, so I need 7 more. So I'm happy. I'll probably not be happy. This is my shtick. No, I thought that was just like an attainable goal for us. And what do you get by supporting us? Well, probably some more work, probably the responsibility of paying attention to me and helping me with my mental wrestling and those types of things. Probably being involved on locals when people start asking more questions and having problems. I'm getting messages from what I'm assuming is a lady right now. Yeah, I'm getting these messages from this lady just telling me that she's struggling. It's okay to struggle. She feels like she has no value. It's okay to feel like you have no value. She's tried to take her life a few times with no success. I'm thankful that you did not succeed in that. If you watch this video, life is worth living. Breath is worth breathing. You never know what God has in store for you. You think your best days are behind you, but they could be in front of you also, or more good days. And I just bring this up because there's people out there that are struggling and fighting and need help and hope. And God is looking for people like you and me to just take steps of faith and to move and to make change and to fight when we feel strong and even when we feel weak. Sometimes I just feel like I ramble, but I'm sharing my heart. You're a dearly loved child of God, ma'am. I don't know you, but God knows you. And He has you here for a reason. It's no accident. There's purpose for your life. And I'm sorry you're feeling pain and feeling hopeless. Hope today that God fills you with comfort and peace. He wraps you in Himself like a nice blanket on a cold day with a nice cup of bone broth. Yeah. Alright, thank you for everyone that watches these Kilby Life videos. If I earned your subscription today, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video with anyone who's down, depressed, wants to hear the ramblings of some random guy on YouTube who had his life changed by Jesus for one, but two, by going on a carnivore diet. I'm over 500 days in, probably by 10 or so, I don't know, 5. How do you even count all this stuff? But it has changed my life. It has given me a lot of healing and strength, and I'm stronger than ever. And hold on, maybe I should show that I'm not fat. Well, I have some fat. Obviously, I'm sucking it in now. Trying to stay away from clickbait, but I mean, if I can't wear a bathing suit laying on the beach, what should I do? Picture of me in like priest robes on the beach? Oh, I'm so weird. Alright, hope if you've watched this long, my apologies. Send my wife an email.